Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. Hope you're staying warm and cozy out there on this chilly morning. Got some snow moving through the area, and of course, a big storm impacting us late this week. Of course, that arrives later on this morning, continuing through tomorrow. The great news is it's not a major storm by any means, not going to bring too many major impacts, but it will bring some snow, it will bring some rain, and it will bring some wind as well. So let's track it out here. As I mentioned, some light snow falling out there right now. I've noticed a little bit of snow here in the Portland area. And if you're just joining in, if you're seeing any snow accumulations, especially if you're in inland parts of the state, would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below. Lauren, yay. Hey, Lauren, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. And hopefully we keep the rain minimized for this weekend because we're going to see a good amount of snow at the ski resorts, and we don't want to ruin that with the rain, of course. But anyway, let's talk about what we're seeing out there right now. Some very light snow falling, steadier precipitation you can see over southern New Hampshire into Vermont. That is heading our way as we head into the late morning and early afternoon hours. So let's track everything out here. We'll see that first round of light snow arriving late this morning. Yay, Katie Sampson, I want snow. Yeah, Katie, I am with you. I wish this was snow so bad, but yeah, it's going to be mainly rain here. Hey, it's the few flakes we're getting out there right now. I will enjoy those. As we look at our storm tracker here we are at 1:30 this afternoon. We'll likely start as a round of light to moderate snow, even here in the Portland area and in coastal Maine, before changing over to rain as we head later on into the afternoon and evening. Inland areas are going to be staying mainly snow this afternoon before we see that changeover heading later on into the evening. Thank you, Lana. Hitting snow. Love the name, by the way. I love Lana Del Rey, one of my favorite singers. Love the name. Hitting snow near, headed south near Biddeford on the Turnpike. Thank you so much. Hopefully you are just the passenger right now, Lana. As we take a look at our storm tracker, here we are at midnight. Steady to heavy rain will be falling at this point in coastal and southern Maine. Interior portions of the state will also be switching over to rain by this point, but we've got some heavy snow falling in the mountains late tonight. Mountains will hold on to snow the longest, and they should see snow all through the night and into early tomorrow morning before they also switch over to rain. So here we are, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yep, even the mountains are seeing rain by this point. Check out the coastal temperatures in the 50s out there as we're starting off the day. Incredibly mild out there once again. Another very mild January day tomorrow. Rain and winds will be really coming down at this point, so expect a messy, wet, and windy commute tomorrow morning. I would think that the winds would be the worst right around this point, but it's not going to be enough for widespread power outages. It's really just going to be a gusty, rainy day. That's about it. Not enough to lead to any major impacts, it looks like. Even the mountains will see some rain, but the good news is it will be fairly limited, so the ski resorts shouldn't see too much ruining of the snowpack when it comes to rain. Dennis said not missing it in Florida. I bet you're enjoying some nice warm weather down there right now. And Wanda says getting light snow in New Sharon. Thank you so much, Wanda. I really appreciate all the reports. Let me know what you guys are seeing out there right now. Snow has started in Lewiston, Auburn. Thank you, Cameron. Appreciate all these reports. Keep them coming. I'd love to hear from you guys. As we head into Saturday or really Friday afternoon, I think the rain is going to cut off pretty quickly. We'll probably be done with the rain for the most part by noon tomorrow, and the afternoon will be drier and less windy, and will be dry on Saturday as well. It looks like overall the weekend, the long weekend, not looking too bad at all. So let's talk about snow totals here. If you want to look at our snow map, this is what many of you are probably tuning in for. So get a good long look here. We've got a coating to an inch expected in inland York, inland Cumberland, as well as the Lewiston, Auburn area, Augusta. Just a coating up to an inch or so before that changeover to rain. Remember, we're going to see a lot of rain too. So any snow we get today in the coating to 1 inch zone, it's going to be gone by the time we wake up tomorrow. Good morning. How much snow for Naples before the rain? 1 to 3 inches in Naples, Jeff. I could see you getting up to 3 inches or so before that changeover to rain. Travis down in York County says flurried in Leamington. Thank you so much, Travis. Appreciate that. Nothing in Bath. Very overcast. Thank you, Bunny. Appreciate that report as well. So the highest totals overall going to be for the mountains. If you are Sugarloaf, if you're Saddleback, you like this forecast, 6 to 10 inches likely in the higher elevations, and of course all the other ski resorts as well. The problem is it's going to switch over to rain, but it's going to be hard to erase 6 to 10 inches of rain, 6 to 10 inches of snow with that rain. So it looks like we'll be okay there, just a little bit of rain on top of that snow. So in terms of rainfall, we're going to see a good amount, especially here at the coastline. If you're like Bunny in Bath, it's going to be quite the soaker tonight and into tomorrow. 1 to 2 inches of rain looks pretty likely here at the coastline. Lesser amounts further inland, and that's mainly just because some of it will fall as snow as opposed to rain. So hopefully we can minimize the rainfall in the mountains. Jeff, thank you for the report. Spitting snow in Naples right now. It's very lightly spitting snow, I've noticed, across much of the area out there at this point. In terms of winds, as I mentioned, this is not a major wind event. I could see us not even getting a 40-mile-per-hour gust in the Portland area, but it will be blustery out there tonight and especially tomorrow morning. Here we are at 10 a.m. I'd say between 9 and 10 a.m. We will likely see some of the gustiest winds out there tomorrow morning, gusting up to 35, maybe 40 miles per hour in coastal Cumberland and coastal York counties of Saco, Ogunquit, Cape Elizabeth, Portland, maybe a 40-mile-per-hour gust there, but shouldn't be enough to cause widespread outages, especially because the Grinch storm pre-Christmas knocked off a lot of the problem branches hanging over the power lines. So I think we are good when it comes to power issues here. The mid-coast could see some stronger winds up to 45, maybe 50, but I don't think we'll see winds quite that strong. Overall, the system just not looking very potent overall. It's just looking like a wet system more than anything. Winds begin to die down heading into Friday afternoon. Still breezy out there, but overall, it is not going to be that bad out there by tomorrow afternoon. Trey says snowing in Brunswick. Thank you. And then Beth says nothing in Brunswick yet. So kind of funny. I'm sure there's a couple flurries out there at times, and you may be not seeing anything if you look out your window at this point. Let's talk about MLK weekend. Of course, many of you have Monday off of work to go skiing or do any activities, or the kids to spend time with the kids out there. Of course, not looking bad this weekend. Now, there is one caveat to that, and that comes Sunday. On Sunday, a storm is going to be very close by offshore, and it does have the potential to scrape the coastline with a little bit of snow. I'll get more into that here in a second. Looks like we'll see a return to some sunny skies on MLK Day, looking very mild for this time of year, once again in the mid-30s, way above average. So our mild January looks to be continuing here into this long weekend. Now, I mentioned there is the slight chance on Sunday of some coastal snow. Now, this storm system here is going to develop offshore. This is behind the one that we're getting right now. And if it gets close enough, I could see us seeing a little bit of snow at the coast. As of right now, it looks like down east Maine would have the best chance of that, and it may end up being absolutely nothing at all, but the potential is there, and these sort of systems tend to be the trickiest, so we'll have to closely watch that as we head through the weekend. And snow lovers, if you're watching this hoping for some snow and you live along the coast, let's say, well, early hints are there's a good chance for a colder storm late next week. So we can hold our breath for maybe next Friday, Saturday or so. It looks like a better chance of some snow out there. All right. Diane says it is snowing in Sanford. Thank you, Diane. If you see any accumulations too, would love to hear from you as well. Charles says snowing in West Gardner. Thank you for that report as well. Really appreciate all the reports you guys that you guys are sending in this morning. After Sunday, Monday looks really nice. We'll be mainly sunny out there for the afternoon hours. And looking at our 7-day forecast, notice how not a single day is at or below average out there. So we're well above average over the next week or so. Quieter after Friday. Middle to late next week. That's when things look to get active again. Inland towns as well, very mild, especially tomorrow, upper 40s. Coastal towns will get to about 50. And then seasonably above average, or seasonably mild, I should say, just a couple degrees above average for the second half of the weekend and into early next week. So I'm going to pull up the snow map one more time. Sorry to throw a black screen on you guys. All right. And there we go. Snow map should be coming up now. And I'll pull this up one more time, and I'll let you guys drop in the last few comments here before I wrap things up. All right. I haven't seen snow for a long time. Good morning. I'm sorry. The weather in Miami is very sunny. I love Miami, one of my favorite places I've ever visited. I'm sure it is wonderful to be there about now. But hey, I mean, many of us here want a little bit of snow. It's just been so dead of a winter, really. Cameron asking, the airport issue fixed. I heard they've been talking about it this morning. Yes, the FAA issue is fixed, but because so many flights were delayed yesterday, the ripple effect of that, I think, is still extending into today. So while for the most part everything's okay, I think there are still some delays and maybe a couple cancellations because of that. Lori, snowing in Jackman, Maine. That seems pretty typical for up there. Thanks for the report, Lori. Appreciate all your reports. Here's a quick look at our snow map again. Just a coating here in the Portland area, Lewiston, Auburn as well, up to an inch at the most. 1 to 3 inches a little bit further in from there. 3 to 6 inches in the mountains, 6 to 10 inches in northern Maine. So if you're in the mountains, if you're in northern Maine, you're getting the most. If you're at the coastline, you're getting the least, and you're getting a lot of rain tonight and tomorrow. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. Hope you have a good Thursday. Stay safe out there. And if the roads are slick or if it's really rainy and windy, just be careful out there tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.
This has been live interactive Weather Authority coverage from CBS 13 and Fox